As always, don't forget to check the video description down below for the best price on tools and parts I use in today's video. Today, got this 2003 GMC Envoy, and it's a 4.2 liter engine, and I'm going to be showing you how to replace the spark plugs and ignition coils. Let's check it out. Okay, and here we are. So, basically, your spark plugs, ignition coils are going to be sitting under this air box, and first thing you'll want to do, go ahead and loosen up this hose. Go ahead and pop your hose off. It was on there pretty good. What I did is I took my little clip tool and I just kind of got in there behind and pry and was able to get that off. You may be able to use a flathead screwdriver, and then we'll set this guy kind of out of our way, if I could do that. And then you'll have a 10 millimeter going right in there. Take your 10 out, and then you'll have another 10 millimeter, and he's sitting right there. So go ahead and take that 10 out. And then we'll have this little air hose. He'll be hooked up right here. So go ahead and you just kind of wiggle, take that off. And then we also have another kind of like air intake tube tightener right here. Those are both 8s. So take that off. And once you get this part off and you have that loosened, you'll be able to take the box and just kind of wiggle it off. And just be sure not to bend any of these hoses too hard, because you can tear the intake tube. Once you got that, then we'll be able to kind of set this guy out of our way. There's a wire probably like connected, not connected, but held down right there. You don't have to disconnect that. And now we are looking at our ignition coils and spark plugs. Now these are 10 millimeter, so you will go ahead with a 10 millimeter, loosen up your ignition coils, and once you do that, you'll be able to kind of pick up on it. Oh, and they're connected. That one's still connected. I actually meant to have them all disconnected, but you're gonna squeeze and pull. Here, I'll come to this one and show you. You will squeeze this little tab. Before you can squeeze the tab, there's gonna be one of these gray clips in there preventing you from squeezing. So right at the top, right there, you'll stick in a flathead screwdriver and just kind of pop it out. And I noticed the one on the back, all the way in the back there wasn't a good way for me to pry it and catch that little gray clip, so it just kind of shot off. And that is completely okay, because the gray clip is redundant, meaning these click. You can see on the inside there's a little tab, there's a little notch right there. They click fine on their own. Like you see, it just clicked in, it's not coming back out. So the gray clips are redundant, you don't really need them, so I'm just gonna put 5 back on. And so once you've got your bolt out, this bolt was the only one that was kind of hard, because this plastic right here was kind of in the way. So what I did is I popped this up, and then with my finger, I held this back a little bit, and then I was able to take that off without having to take that little clip. There's a clip on each side where you can pop it out. You don't have to do that, you can just kind of move it out of the way. And then I'll show you what it looks like taking one out. So let's come to this one, and you'll see right there, it just kind of comes out, and look at that, that looks rough. We'll set them off to the side. Let's look down in there. Then you have your spark plug. It looks like he has a little bit of a valve cover leak, not too bad. But then we'll take a 16 millimeter right here. I got my little Milwaukee guy, and I will break them loose. You're gonna want to do this on a cool engine, because supposedly you can damage the cylinder head, but we're not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna do this with 2 hands, and then kind of buzzed them out there. So now I'll take this up. Then I'm gonna grab a magnet. If you have an actual spark plug socket, it'll have a rubber boot inside the socket. I just use a 16 and a magnet usually. Then we'll reach down in here with the magnet, pick up on our spark plug, and look at these spark plugs. That one was not as bad. That one is really bad. You can see it's like orange burnt stuff. What that is electricity comes down through. It's supposed to come down all the way here and then make a connection on the ground at the end of this piece right here. And that is how it sparks and ignites the gas fuel mixture and produces power for your car. But what happens is electricity comes here, stops right there, comes and hits the side of your engine. That's why you will eventually need new spark plugs. So anyways, that's taking it out, putting it back in. Everything should be pretty much reversal the removal. I'm trying to think any other tips. You can put anti-seize in. Get you little bit of anise and just kind of dab it on the end of your spark plug there. That'll prevent, you know, any kind of season next time you go to do your spark plugs. This one was kind of hard coming out, so that was a little concerning, but no big deal. That pretty much wraps up the project. Not too bad. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.